What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today we're back with another Destiny 2 video with a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. I wanted to look at all of my rarest and best god rolls, so throughout Forsaken, pretty much all the best stuff I've managed to pick up so far. I obviously do play this game quite a lot, so I tend to have some pretty nice stuff. There are also some things that a lot of people still don't know that I want to highlight, so you tend to see pretty similar names of weapons talked about quite a lot, but there are some incredibly powerful weapons that with the right roll can be some of the best weapons in the game. As well as that, we'll be talking about some of the latest news and announcements, some pretty crazy ones in fact, and also a brand new exotic if you stick around to the end of the video. But as always, if you enjoy it and want to support this channel, a like rating is much appreciated, and let's get into it. So let's talk about god rolls and some of the best weapons in the entire game, thanks to random rolls, of course, and random perks, which finally, thankfully, is a thing in year 2 of Destiny 2. So on this character, I've basically compiled all of my best stuff, so all the rarest items and best perk loadouts for me personally. Obviously, god rolls are subjective, so you may like some or not like others. Starting with the weapon I'm holding, this is the Bygones, of course, the Gambit Pulse Rifle with the very classic combo of Kill Clip and Outlaw. It's basically the inaugural address roll, so the Pulse Rifle from the Leviathan raid, definitely one of the best kind of perk combinations in the game. This gun is going to be a monster inside PvE, but it's also definitely one of the best weapons in Crucible as well. This perk combo can be very handy. There's something about the Bygones, I'm not sure what it is, but it just seems to just absolutely melt inside Crucible. Obviously, Pulse Rifles are very good right now, but this one in particular absolutely does so much damage. I do have a second Bygones, which is the Rampage roll, the exact same roll as this one, but Rampage instead of Kill Clip, so you can basically combo between the two. This Rampage roll is definitely one that I would use in PvE and mainly activities with a bunch of swarming mobs, so it's going to be a much better weapon for that. Now, we do have this thing, the Duke 44, which of course is the Destiny 1 weapon, and this thing is a very interesting roll. So this is the very slow firing but high impact archetype. So here's like a truck, but it takes a year to fire bullets and also reload. These two perks kind of mess with that. So of course you've got Outlaw, which is going to make the reload much faster, and then Rampage transforms it from a weapon that already does a ton of damage and hits really hard to do even more, which can be very ridiculous in Crucible. Most things in PvE, most of the kind of low tier mobs are going to die to one shot to this thing anyway to the head, so having more damage is kind of wasted on this thing. Where I would say this thing is going to be very good though is going to be high level activity, so the raid, and most importantly I'd say Gambit, where enemies of course are quite tanky. It can also 2-tap Guardians in the Crucible, so that's something worth noting as well. The Midnight Coup I'd say is still going to be king for most PvE situations because you've still got those massively high damage bullets, but you can fire nearly 50% faster than this thing. But I do remember this I got in like the first week of Forsaken a very long time ago, but I knew it had a very good roll, so I just kind of kept it, threw it in the vault. Another very similar one, which I think I got on day 1, is this thing, the Probina D, a hacker hand cannon, of course. I'm pretty sure I got this thing on day 1 of Forsaken, and I just threw it into my vault, but you got some pretty strange perks. We have appended mag, so I can boost the mag to 9, which is definitely gonna be needed. And then if I put on a magazine mod, which is this thing, it could probably increase it to maybe 11 or 12. But using this does take away a bit of range, and I can add even more range to take away even more stability and handling. So this thing's going to handle very badly like most hacker weapons. So it's probably the best version of this weapon, and definitely mainly for PvE, I'd say, not Crucible, but I'll throw it in the vault. Maybe I'll use it one day, maybe not. Now, moving on to the Go Figure. This is definitely one of the most popular weapons in the game for good reason. It is a very good gun. You're probably noticing a trend here. Basically, every weapon is either a combination of Outlaw Rampage or Outlaw Kill Clip, which is basically the best perks in the game. This one, for some reason, I haven't masterworked. I don't know why, but it's got a reload speed masterwork option, and this one I'm pretty sure has got handling, which I've maxed out already to 10. Honestly, I can't really decide yet which I prefer, the Bygones or the Go Figure, because they're all just amazing weapons, so I get to kind of choose and mess around with them, but so far they're all amazing, of course. And then probably my favorite weapon out of all of these, which is my general kind of go-to, you can probably guess the perk loadout, again, Kill Clip and Outlaw. But this thing, of course, is the TIGERSPITE. This gun is so good. It just feels amazing. It's got very good recoil, especially this one, which has got 10 stability on it, so you've got very nice stability, and of course these two monster perks. But this is just a very easy weapon to use, very comfortable, very reliable. It's just a great weapon all around. And again, these aren't all of my weapons. These are just the god rolls I put on this character just to show you guys pretty much. In terms of special weapons, we have this thing, the Nation of Beasts, which of course is the Fatebringer from the Lark raid, the main hand cannon. If you don't know, this is the curated masterwork version of this weapon, so Bungie basically picked it as a throwback to the Fatebringer. You've got arc damage, and also Outlaw and Firefly or Dragonfly. And then it does have a bunch of range with these 3 perks right here. So it's a very nice weapon, of course, handles amazingly, but it is of course in the energy slot, so it does have to share with things like this. Now this thing is pretty interesting. It's basically a clone of the Go Figure. It's pretty much the same weapon, but of course in the energy slot, but you can get the same roll. So we've got, once again, Rampage and Outlaw. It feels pretty much identical to the Go Figure. It just does elemental bullets instead, which of course is nice in PvE, but again, you are competing with this thing. Now moving on to something that isn't Rampage, Outlaw, and Kill Clip, we have this thing, which is the curated roll for the Trust. So again, the Gambit hand cannon. Now this thing that I only just got recently is actually one of my new favorite weapons to use inside Crucible. This thing is very good. I mean, pretty much you've got more range, and then even more range on top of that with these 3 perks, and then explosive payload, which of course, as we know, with the better devils is amazing for range as well. So the ability to just snipe people across the map is of course very nice, but also with this perk, you can cause a ton of flint. So this is basically the new high caliber rounds. It causes a ton of just screen flash and fiery effects. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but going up against this perk is very, very annoying. So this is a really good role for Crucible, but obviously this perk is completely useless, so just ignore that. We also got a backup mag, which is going to increase the mag from I think 9 to 12, which is massive. I am now officially on the grind for Luna's Howl and Not Forgotten. Of course, for that, you need to use hand cannon. So this is pretty much my favorite one in the game so far. And then this used to be the main shotgun I used in Crucible before I started using the Trust, of course, in the same slot as this, unfortunately, but this one does have Rampage, Moving Target, more range, even more range, and the radar mod. And then in terms of heavy, we've got a couple of the bad omens, which again are Gambit weapons, the Gambit rocket launcher. This one is basically for PvE, so cluster bombs, auto-loading holster, which is amazing, by the way. I love that perk. But this one is what I'd use for Crucible, so it's got tracking instead of auto-loading, which of course isn't very useful inside Crucible. So those are the rockets, and this is a grenade launcher, which is generally pretty good. As much as I do clearly love Outlaw and Rampage / Kill Clip, I would love to see some more perks added in that kind of add to variety. But do comment down below what are some of your best god rolls and things you've gotten very lucky with. I'd love to see what kind of stuff you guys have. So I did talk about the Bygones a lot and hype it up as a very good weapon, because of course it is. I would say definitely one of my favorite pulse rifles to use in Crucible these days. Something else I did want to make sure to mention though, if I can get Kill Clip on this guy and then melt these two. Like that pretty much. That is why Kill Clip is just ridiculous. I mean, without it's still a melt-worthy gun, but with Kill Clip, this thing does so much damage. But some pretty crazy news I did want to make sure I mentioned to you guys is that Destiny 2 is free on PC right now, I think until the 18th of this month, November. So pretty much as a PSA to you guys, if you don't have Destiny 2 on PC, go and buy it right now. There is no excuses. You have to like enter in a credit card or anything like that. And the thing to think about, I am definitely, oh, that's 4 people. I am definitely, yep, dead. But I mean, this game is going to be around for another 2 more years at least, probably 1.5 until Destiny 3 comes out. So you may decide at some point you want to start playing on PC, and then you'll wish you got Destiny 2 for free right now when I'm telling you to, and that's a rocket. I mean, you can, of course, plug in a controller if you don't like the mouse and keyboard controls. It feels very, very similar to console. I wouldn't worry about it at all. And also just realized, I don't think I've shown you guys my pretty much favorite exotic in the game, the Ursa Furiosa for the Titan. I don't think I actually covered this in a video. I showed me getting it, but not actually using it in a gameplay. Uh-oh. This is awkward. That was very awkward. As you can see, I have my super back, even though I just used it. You need pretty much like a few like magazines of damage. Oh, this could be very good. I'm alive? I don't think it actually hit me. Oh, just destroyed the entire team. I'll take it. And I got like 3/4 of my super back. I'm pretty sure that blade barrage didn't hit me. I'm fairly certain. Obviously, if it did, I would have 100% got my super back, but oh, that was just cruel. I used kill clip on a guy that had like no health left. Can I get this guy? He's got an overshield. No, the res shield. Nearly got our 3rd super of the game thanks to these absolutely ridiculous gauntlets. But as you'll see, people they don't last forever. People start to catch on eventually and just stop shooting you. Like this guy probably, because he's quite smart. He's got the Luna's Howl. Yeah, he's just not shooting me. You see, like people like that know what they're doing just don't shoot you, and they know. Like honestly, they can kind of negate the exotic completely if they just don't shoot you. Like these guys, I think they're just blind. They can't see. Shoot me. Thank you. There you go. I got a super back. There you go. I'm pretty sure that first blade barrage didn't hit me, because if it did, it would normally kill me. That's one thing you can't really tank. Shoot me. Yes, thank you. Feed me. Feed me bullets. Feed me damage. And I'll get another super back and just continue to wreak havoc. Get this guy. And I think that should have worked. Normally, if you die too early, it doesn't give you a super back, but I'm pretty sure I gave it enough of a break. Yeah, we got another super. There we go. Is that 4 or 5? But I don't think these guys are catching on that fast. I should be able to... I say that, I'm probably going to get absolutely nothing. Yeah, this guy's just run away. He just doesn't even care. He's like, no, I'm not even shooting you once. This guy, shoot me. Oh, no, he's using a super. That's not great. That's not what you want. Oh, killed him. Someone shoot me, please. Did anyone? I don't think... Yeah, I got... Not a single person even shot 1 bullet at me. In that situation, it's a wasted exotic because no one shot at me. But it does take a while to get to that point. That's a rocket. I just dodged. Oh my god, this guy was next to me. Oh, that was close. But yeah, as I was saying, PC, Destiny 2, buy it. Even if you think you're not interested, one day, maybe a year from now, you think, oh, maybe I would like to check out the PC version of Destiny 2. Maybe I want to see what the hype's about. I want to see what it feels like, what it looks like in above 30 FPS. It's definitely worth doing, but like I said, it's free. So you do have until the 18th. That was an announcement Bungie made at BlizzCon, the Blizzard convention, basically, which obviously is where the PC version of Destiny 2 is. So that was an announcement very recently by Bungie. It's definitely very massive news. And I wanted to make sure you guys were aware to get a free copy of the game if you don't have it already. But I also wanted to tell you guys, because I know the majority of you play on console and don't have it on PC, so if you're ever curious about what PC is like or just want to try it out even if you don't plan on playing it. But like I said multiple times, I'm not gonna... This guy's got a super, please. Ooh, he tried reflecting it and it still killed him. That's hilarious. You cannot escape the 1,000 voices. Come on, shoot me, continue. Nope. See, they've had enough of me. They've completely had enough of my antics. And they just, like, don't bother at all. I still got half. I mean, even still in that situation, if you get half a Zoop back, that's still amazing, in my opinion. Still makes it worth it. But I do get a ton of comments and tweets from you guys asking me to do more Crucible-style videos and feature Crucible more inside videos. So comment down below and like the video if you want to see more of that kind of stuff. It's something I miss doing. I feel like I've gotten a decent amount of kills. Definitely at least 30 in this game. The Bygones has served me... Well, see, it's just a great weapon. It's just an all-around... amazing pulse rifle. I'd much rather use it in the Redrix's Claymore or Broadsword right now. It just feels... Yo, the Halve INMOST Light. That's a new exotic. I haven't got that. Finally, a new Forsaken exotic. How many kills did I get? 49. 49 plus assists, of course. 10 streak. 8k damage. I'll take it. You know what else I will take is a new exotic. Finally, a brand new Forsaken, actually new exotic. A Heart of INMOST Light. Although I do wish I was playing on my Hunter, because that could have maybe been the Shards of Galanor, which I really, really want. This, of course, is inspired by the Helm of INMOST Light, which was a Destiny 1 exotic helmet. A very cool looking one. As good as the Furiosa gauntlets are, they do look very hideous, and I'm also wearing a mask right now for Festival, but ignore those. That is like an essay for a perk, but basically using one of your abilities empowers the other two. As I'm sure you guys are well aware, it is a very rare sight to see an actual new Forsaken exotic, so pretty happy with that. But I think that is going to do it for this video. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did and want to support this channel, then before you leave, a like rating down below is much appreciated. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see from me, like things on my character, certain loot rewards or weapon loadout, stuff like that. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, then make sure you do so by hitting the button down below and turning on notifications to be the first to watch my videos when I upload them. Clicking on this video will take you to another Destiny 2 video from me. But as always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.